Why, hello there, guys. Welcome to the sixth sixth video of the habit implementation portion of the challenge. So, this will be a two-parter. Okay, so this will cover last week and then this week's video habit. Okay, to implement. So, just to recap, this whole month is about adjusting macronutrients. So macros being your protein, carbs, and fat. Okay, so I assigned individual numbers, non-training and training macro numbers to each and every one of you that's specific to you. Okay, and I think a couple of you had talked about having trouble getting your fats up. Okay, so I think where the hesitation on getting that particular macronutrient up is, well, we've had that conditioning. Well, we've been raised with the condition. We've been conditioned. That's what I'm trying to say. We've been conditioned to think that the more fat you eat, the fatter you'll get, right? But that's been, well, that's true to a certain extent. It just depends on what kind of fats you're eating. Okay, but it actually has more to do with carbohydrate consumption. Okay, and I'll explain more about that later. But today's habit implementation is getting more fat into your diet. Okay, so for me particularly, I like to get my fat resources or sources from coconut oil and MCT oil, medium chain triglyceride oil. Okay, which is actually extracted from coconut oil. Okay, so it's just the pure oil from coconut. MCT oil, there's actually three types of fatty acids that come from coconut oil. So there's lauric acid, caprylic acid, and capric acid. Okay, and there's actually MCT oils that have one of those particular fatty acids, in the oil. Okay, the one that I get, actually, let me go get that for you really quick. Sorry for that short delay. Okay, so here you go. Carrington Farms coconut cooking oil. Okay, this is actually MCT oil. Okay, if you look on it on the back, it says over 4 times more MCTs than regular coconut oil because it's purely extracted from the coconut. MCTs are efficiently utilized by the body for energy production. It's high in actually all three fatty acids, lauric, caprylic, and capric acid. And it's readily metabolized. Okay, the nature of it allows it to be used as energy right away. Okay, and it has less of a chance of being stored and used for energy. Okay, so one of the ways that I get it into my diet is coffee. I know you've heard me say, or talk about bulletproof coffee. That's probably been talked about a lot, especially online on the internet. And I blogged about it, so I'll put a link under the email about bulletproof coffee and the recipe and why I don't do it all the time. That'll also be in there. But that's one way I get that into my diet. So having MCT oil, 2-3 tablespoons, and then 2-3 tablespoons of Kerrygold grass-fed organic butter. Okay, that's one way I do it. That's in my morning. That's considered my morning meal. Another way I do it is Kerrygold butter melted on my veggies. I put it on everything. I literally melt that stuff over everything, even on my eggs. Okay, so that's another way to do it. Other ways that you can do it, which is probably a little more ideal, avocados, go nutty with that, macadamia nut oil, you can get that at Target, and all like a wide variety of raw nuts such as Brazil nuts, cashews, almonds, okay, almond butter especially, but make sure they're raw and unsalted, okay. If you want to get some good almond butter, actually at Winco, you can get it there, and it's unsalted. And like what I like to do is I like to add Himalayan pink salt. I like to throw Himalayan pink salt onto there. And then maybe after training, I'll have almond butter with some, some pure honey or agave, something with like raw honey or agave honey. Okay, so that's one way to implement putting more fat into your diet. And so the second part of the habit implementation would be getting your veggies in. So yeah, that's part of the micronutrient aspect of getting. That'd be Christian flexing his small muscles. But that getting a green shake that I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with. That I put up a video on that on the blog, which I will also put on this email about how to make that. But the essential greens to put into that shake to get your micronutrients that most Americans are actually deficient in. Normally, I like to throw my coconut oils or my fats into that shake, and sometimes I even use that as a breakfast or kind of a breakfast, a high-fat breakfast, with the exception of the fibrous content in there. So throwing it into your veggie shake and also into teas. That's what I've been liking a lot lately, is putting my MCT oil in hot tea. It's been doing me really well in the morning. So those are great ways to get fat into your diet, but also getting more veggies and fat into your diet as well. Okay. For the veggie shake, what I like to normally do is use kale, organic spinach. I'll throw in a carrot in there, half a banana, a couple blueberries, some almonds, maybe half a cup of almonds, avocado, throw some flaxseed in there, and then maybe, and coconut cream and MCT oil. So that's close to 1,000 calories, but a good source of fat and good source of carbohydrates and fibrous carbohydrates, okay? Prioritizing the dark leafy greens into that shake, okay? Yeah, and that's done me really well for quite some time. I've been able to stay quite lean, quite energetic, and throughout the whole entire day, actually. So give that a try. So quick tidbit on why adding more fat in your diet would be great, especially in the morning. So having more fat into your diet in the morning helps you stay satiated throughout the day, and especially having a higher protein, greater protein intake during the morning as well also helps with that. So you're not as hungry throughout the day, or you feel that urge for carbohydrates where you really just need some sort of sugary product. It helps stave that. So I would highly recommend maybe adding more avocado, into your diet, or any of those raw nuts, or even trying throwing the MCT oil into your tea. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other questions about that, please let me know, and I'd love to answer any questions you have. Okay? Have a great day.